Hello friends, and welcome to another rod review. Today's rod is the Goture Moonlight 210. This is a Temu rod. It was something like $8 to $12, and it's kind of shortish, like 7 feet-ish, I think. I really don't remember. Most Tenkara rods are done in centimeters, and I don't have the interest in knowing the conversion to inches. So whatever 210 centimeters is in freedom units, it's that long. 7-ish feet maybe. I'll put it there. Let's get this rod set up, and I'll complain about it. So, to start with, this rod is outrageously stiff. You could pick a more supple branch off of a tree to fish with. It casts terribly. It feels awful casting, but interestingly enough, it's kind of sensitive. Probably because it's so stiff, you can feel every single little movement in the rod. You definitely know when you've got a fish on. I don't think I've ever caught a trout on this rod. I've used it on the most minuscule of creeks to catch chubs and sunfish. So it'll be interesting to see how it handles a trout, assuming I catch one, which may not happen since I have to practically stand on top of them with how short this rod is, which in general isn't actually a problem. But it does get the fly out there when you're in the wind. You may as well just tie a rock to it and throw it. It looks as though it's made out of exotic materials, but it's probably just some kind of plastic and fiberglass. The rod sections, they don't necessarily follow each other in size or shape. It's, you know, an $8 rod. I didn't expect a beautifully crafted Japanese masterpiece. I expected a poorly crafted Chinese garbage. And that's exactly what I got. As this rod does not properly cast well, it does have one very good side to it. How well you can bow and arrow cast with it. I wasn't expecting it, but because it's so springy, you could bow and arrow cast across the planet almost. This thing just, like, it shoots exactly where you're trying to get it to shoot when you bow and arrow cast. So if you want a rod purely for bow and arrow casting, this one's not a bad idea, because you're not going to spend a lot on it. Oh heavens! You're not going to spend a lot on it, so it won't upset you when it's not good at anything else. This is just kind of a slap it out there rod. Just slap it out there and see what happens. Just knowing how terrible this rod was, I was really dreading this video. Oh, I had a fish. There we go. All right. Not much of a fight. You can just lift them right up. You get a bend on the end, but not really anywhere else in the rod. Nice little rainbow though. 6 inch, 6.5, 7 inch, 7 inches. Just a little skinnier 7-inch fish. There we go. Not really any kind of fight per se is put up with this rod being as stiff as it is. It does give a little bend, but again, it's low dollar garbage. I don't like fishing with it, and I definitely wouldn't buy another one. Whoa. Well, that was surprising. Oh. All right. He went straight for it. Well, let's see. That's your rod bend. You saw him flying all over the place. and how I was able to basically just tear him out of that waterfall as well. Very stiff rod, very stiff. Not a fan of rods quite this stiff, but, you know, it is what it is. What do we got here? A little 7-inch rainbow. There he is. You gonna go? There he goes. Well, that does it for the fish catching. So the Goture Moonlight 210 is overall a terrible rod. If you get something like that, hoping that you will get a cheap introduction to Tenkara, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's so bad that it will turn you away from Tenkara before you even get a chance to get into it. It does have a very particular place, the garbage can. And now that I have reviewed this rod, I hope to never touch it again. That's really all you need to know, is it's trash. Don't get it. Even if you want just a little cheap rod to bow and arrow cast, find something else. Find something that can also do other things, because that rod is garbage. But thanks for joining me and listening to my complaints, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.